हेलो बच्चों, कैसे हैं आप? आई एम श्रद्धा, एजुकेटर फ्रॉम स्टडी विद श्रद्धा। आज हम करने वाले हैं चैप्टर 4 अ लिटिल वर्ल्ड ऑफ मड फ्रॉम योर क्लास 5 जेम्स इंग्लिश रीडर। इस स्टोरी के ऑथर हैं रस्किन बॉन्ड, जिनकी पिक्चर आपको आपके स्क्रीन पर दिख रही है। सो बिफोर स्टार्टिंग दिस चैप्टर, लेट्स नो अ लिटिल अबाउट रस्किन बॉन्ड। सो रस्किन बॉन्ड वाज बोर्न इन कसौली, इंडिया इन 1934। ही इज एन इंडियन ऑथर ऑफ ब्रिटिश डिसेंट। अब ब्रिटिश डिसेंट का क्या मतलब है? दैट ही वॉज बोर्न इन इंडिया बट हिज पेरेंट्स वर Britishers. He is renowned for his role in promoting children's literature in India. His popular novel, The Blue Umbrella, was made into a Hindi film and was awarded the National Film Award for Best Children's Film in 2007. So, इनकी popular novel थी The Blue Umbrella. It was made into a Hindi film and it even won the National Film Award for Best Children's Film. He was awarded the Padma Shri in 1999 and Padma Bhushan in 2014. So Ruskin Bond has exceptional talent in writing about children and writing about nature, and his books are equally appealing to adults as well as children. इस स्टोरी का थोड़ा बैकग्राउंड देख लेते हैं. It's given in page 40 of your book. As a young boy, Ruskin Bond, the writer of this story, often मतलब ज़्यादातर, spent time with his grandparents. Woven with a lot of humor, most of his stories revolve around his experiences with them and give a glimpse into his fun-filled childhood. Glimpse means ek jhalak. What happens during one such day of his with the grandparents? Read the story to find out. So when Ruskin Bond was a young boy, वो बहुत टाइम स्पेंड करते थे अपने ग्रैंड पेरेंट्स के साथ. ये जो स्टोरी है लिटिल वर्ल्ड ऑफ मड, ये उनके अपने ग्रैंड पेरेंट्स के साथ एक स्टे के अराउंड रिवॉल्व करती है. सो बिफोर रीडिंग द चैप्टर, एक बार माइंड मैप देख लेते हैं इस चैप्टर का, इन विच आई समराइज द होल चैप्टर इन अ फ्यू पॉइंट्स. सो इनिशियली द नरेटर मतलब रस्किन बॉन्ड एज अ यंग बॉय thought that there was only a water buffalo and large quantities of mud in the rainwater pond. So रस्किन बॉन्ड को लगता था कि जो उसके ग्रैंड पेरेंट्स के घर के पीछे एक रेन वाटर पॉन्ड है, वहाँ सिर्फ एक वाटर बफलो है एंड बहुत सारी मिट्टी है. His grandfather made him aware of the variety of life that existed in it. तो हम यही पढ़ेंगे इस चैप्टर में. Grandfather is making him aware कि यहाँ सिर्फ water buffalo और मिट्टी नहीं है. There are various living things in pond. His grandfather told him about frogs, tadpoles and herons. So अब हम इसको आगे आगे जैसे चैप्टर आएगा तो डिटेल में पढ़ेंगे. He later becomes friends with Ramu, who visits the pond with his buffaloes. Ramu tells him folk tales about why Shiva is called Neelkant and why are squirrels sacred. Sacred means connected to God. Both Ramu and grandfather felt that humans should be more gentle with animals and not destroy forests. The narrator concludes that the frogs and the buffaloes had accepted him and Ramu as a part of their pond world and shared the secret of their friendship. Let's start reading the chapter. I had never realized there was much to be found in the rainwater pond behind our house in North India, except for large quantities of mud and sometimes a water buffalo. So जैसे अभी मैंने माइंड मैप में बताया, रस्किन बॉन्ड को ऐसा लगता था कि जो ग्रैंड पेरेंट्स उसके हैं, उनके घर के पीछे जो रेन वाटर पॉन्ड है, वहाँ सिर्फ मिट्टी है उस पॉन्ड में और कभी कभार एक वाटर बफलो दिखता है. It was grandfather who introduced me to the pond's diversity of life. Now, pond's diversity of life means, नीचे glossary में meaning given है, various living things in the pond. So, जितने भी blue highlighted words हैं, ये वो words हैं जो आपके Gems Reader में जिनका meaning given है. To the inhabitants of the pond. So, inhabitant means those who live in the pond. The pond was the world. And to the inhabitants of the world, maintained grandfather, the world was but a muddy pond. अब इसका क्या मीनिंग है? इसमें यह बताया गया है कि एक तरफ पॉन्ड में रहने वाले एनिमल्स हैं और दूसरी तरफ ह्यूमंस हैं. हाउ दे परसीव द वर्ल्ड, मतलब दुनिया को वो किस नज़रिए से देखते हैं. जो पॉन्ड में रहने वाले क्रीचर्स हैं, फॉर एग्जांपल फ्रॉग्स हो गए, टैडपोल्स हो गए, वो मडी पॉन्ड में भी कंटेंट हैं, सेटिस्फाइड हैं. पॉन्ड उनकी वो पूरी दुनिया है एंड दे एंजॉय देयर लाइफ इन इट. बट ह्यूमंस ऑन द अदर हैंड, दे हार्डली अप्रिशिएट द ब्यूटी ऑफ द वर्ल्ड. उनको सिर्फ वर्ल्ड के नेगेटिव एस्पेक्ट्स ही दिखते हैं. सो यही लिखा गया है. इनहैबिटेंट्स ऑफ द पॉन्ड कौन हो गए? जो पॉन्ड में रहने वाले क्रीचर्स हैं. एंड इनहैबिटेंट्स ऑफ द वर्ल्ड कौन हो गए? ह्यूमंस. When grandfather first showed me the pond world, he chose a dry place in the shade of an old peepal tree where we sat for an hour, gazing steadily at the thin green scum on the water. अब रस्किन बॉन्ड क्या बता रहे हैं कि ग्रैंडफादर जब पहली बार मुझे पॉन्ड की दुनिया दिखाने ले गए, सो ग्रैंडफादर ने क्या प्लेस चूज़ की बैठने की? पीपल ट्री की छाँव में अ ड्राई प्लेस। वहाँ वे लोग 1 घंटे तक क्या देखते रहे? 1 घंटे तक बैठकर थिन ग्रीन स्कम देखते रहे। नाउ व्हाट इज़ द मीनिंग ऑफ थिन ग्रीन स्कम? A mass of small plants or dirt that forms a green layer. Green layer मतलब एक हरी परत on the surface of still water. So still water means खरा पानी and thin green scum जो है ये कुछ ऐसे दिखता है, इसको हम algae भी बोलते हैं. The buffaloes had not arrived for the afternoon dip and the surface of the pond was still. For the first 10 minutes, we saw nothing. Then a small black blob appeared in the middle of the pond. Now, what is the meaning of blob? अब ये जो वर्ड्स रेड में हाईलाइटेड है ये वो वर्ड्स हैं जिनके मीनिंग्स आपके जेम्स रीडर में नहीं गिवन है. मैंने अलग से ये मीनिंग्स लिखे हैं फॉर बेटर अंडरस्टैंडिंग. सो ब्लॉब मीन्स अ ड्रॉप और स्मॉल लंप ऑफ अ थिक सब्सटेंस. सो नरेटर अपने ग्रैंडफादर के साथ जब बैठे हुए थे पीपल के पेड़ के नीचे तो उनको एक ब्लैक कलर का ऐसा पानी में एक ड्रॉप दिखा. ग्रेजुअली इट रोज हायर. नाउ ग्रेजुअली मीन्स slowly, until at last we could make out a frog's head, its great eyes staring hard at us. So ये blob actually क्या था? वो frog का head था. So इस तरह से frog पानी से अपना head निकालकर नरेटर और grandfather को घूर घूर कर देख रहा था. क्यों देख रहा था? आगे पढ़ते हैं. He did not know if we were friend or enemy and kept his body out of sight. So frog को नहीं पता था कि हम उसके friend हैं या enemy हैं. So for his own safety, he kept his body out of sight. मतलब उसने अपने body को पानी के अंदर रखा, हमारी नज़र से दूर. क्यों? किससे डर था उसको? A heron. Heron is a type of bird. His mortal enemy. Mortal enemy means someone disliked completely. So mortal enemy को हम हिंदी में कहते हैं जानी दुश्मन. A heron, his mortal enemy, might have been wading about in search of him. Now wading means walking through the water with some effort. So frog ने अपनी पूरी बॉडी क्यों नहीं निकाली थी? उसको किस बात का डर था? ये ना हो कि पानी में हेरन घूम रहा हो उसका शिकार करने के लिए. So ये जो आपको आपके स्क्रीन पे बर्ड दिख रहे हैं, this is a heron. When he had made sure we were not herons, he informed his friends and neighbors, and soon there were several big heads and eyes just above the surface of water. Throats swelled and a work began. So when that frog was sure that हम herons नहीं हैं, उसने अपने friends and neighbors को भी बुला लिया. And work जो है वो sound है frogs के. In the shallow water near the tree. So shallow means not deep. We could see a dark shifting shadow. So क्या दिख रहा था नरेटर और उसके grandfather को? उन्हें एक परछाई दिख रही थी which was moving. When touched with the end of a stick, the dark mass immediately became alive. So mass means collection of something. So जैसे ही उन्होंने टच किया उस shadow को stick से तो shadow came to life. मतलब वो जैसे जिंदा हो गई. Thousands of little black tadpoles wriggled to life, pushing and hustling each other. So वो dark mass actually क्या था? It was a group of thousands of tadpoles. जैसे कि आपको आपके स्क्रीन पर दिख रहा है. इसको थोड़ा zoom in करें तो tadpole कुछ ऐसे दिखते हैं. So wriggled means twist and turn with small quick movements. And hustling also means pushing, hurrying and shoving. तो यहाँ shoving का meaning यही होता है pushing forcefully. So the tadpoles were pushing each other. So now the narrator is very curious. He asked his grandfather, what do tadpoles eat? So what did the grandfather reply? They eat each other most of the time, said grandfather. It may seem an unpleasant custom, but when you think of the thousands of tadpoles that are hatched, you'll realize what a useful system it is. If all the young tadpoles in this pond became frogs, they'd take up every inch of ground between here and the house. अब इसका मीनिंग देखते हैं. सो कस्टम मीन्स ट्रेडिशन, रीति जो हम हिंदी में बोलते हैं. So which unpleasant custom is grandfather talking about? That tadpoles eat each other. Now he is calling this a useful system. Now why is this a useful system? एक बार समझते हैं. So ये शायद आपको पता होगा that frogs lay thousands of eggs at the same time. अब thousands of tadpoles hatch at the same time. So imagine अब ये सारे tadpoles अगर बड़े हो गए तो frogs का population तो बिल्कुल blast कर जाएगा. So grandfather भी यही समझा रहे हैं that tadpoles eating each other is a useful system because it keeps the population of frogs in check. वरना यहाँ पॉन्ड से लेकर घर तक का जो रास्ता है वहाँ फ्रॉग्स ही फ्रॉग्स हो जाएंगे. तो यही मतलब है टेक अप एवरी इंच ऑफ द ग्राउंड बिटवीन हेयर एंड द हाउस. आगे क्या है? दे क्रोकिंग वुड सर्टेनली ड्राइव ग्रैंडमदर क्रेजी, आई सेड. सो क्रोकिंग का क्या मतलब होता है? क्रोकिंग मीन्स अ डीप रफ साउंड. ऑल द सेम आई टुक होम अ नंबर ऑफ फ्रॉग्स, placed them in a large glass jar and left them on the windowsill of my bedroom. So क्या किया नरेटर ने? He took a few frogs and put them in a glass jar and then he kept that jar in the window sill of his bedroom. Window sill क्या होता है, जैसे आपको स्क्रीन पे दिख रहा है. So it is a slab or a shelf below the window. At about 4 o'clock in the morning, the entire household was awakened by a loud and fearful noise. So fearful means डरावनी. And my grandparents, aunts and helpers gathered on the veranda for safety. They were furious when they discovered that my frogs were the cause of the noise. So furious means very angry, बहुत गुस्सा. So what was the noise? What was the cause of the noise? Frogs की sound थी. Frogs कौन से थे? जो नरेटर घर ले आया था ग्लास जार में डालकर और उसको विंडो सिल पर रख दिया था. अब ये एकदम से सुबह 4 बजे फ्रॉग शोर क्यों मचा रहे थे? Seeing the dawn breaking. So what is the meaning of dawn? The period of sunrise. The period in the day when sunlight begins to appear in the sky. Seeing the dawn breaking, the frogs had with one accord begun their morning songs. अब इसका क्या मतलब है? जैसे ही सनराइज होने वाला था, सब फ्रॉग्स ने एक साथ एक टाइम पर अपनी क्रोकिंग स्टार्ट कर दी. Grandmother wanted to throw the frogs, bottle and all, out of the window, but grandfather gave the bottle a good shaking and the frogs stayed quiet. अब इन frogs ने सुबह 4 बजे सबकी नींद खराब कर दी थी. So grandmother wanted to throw the jar along with frogs out of the window, but grandfather ने क्या किया? जार को अच्छे से शेक किया. जैसे आपकी बुक में भी पेज नंबर 41 पे ये पिक्चर गिवन है. You can see the grandfather shaking the jar. So अच्छे से जार को शेक किया and the frogs became quiet. Everyone went back to bed, but I was obliged to stay awake. मतलब I had to remain awake to shake the bottle whenever the frog showed signs of bursting into song. अब सुबह 4 बजे का टाइम था ना, तो सब सोने चले गए, पर मुझे जगे रहना पड़ा. क्यों जगे रहना पड़ा? ताकि जब भी फ्रॉग्स फिर से शोर मचाए, मैं उनके बॉटल को शेक करके उन्हें चुप करवा पाऊँ. लॉन्ग बिफोर ब्रेकफास्ट आई हैड लेट देम लूज इन द गार्डन. तो ब्रेकफास्ट स्टार्ट होने में तो काफी टाइम था. ब्रेकफास्ट टाइम से पहले ही मैंने फ्रॉग्स को जाकर गार्डन में छोड़ दिया. आई वॉज सून विजिटिंग द पॉन्ड ऑन माई ओन. ऑन माई ओन मीन्स विदाउट माई ग्रैंडफादर नाउ. Exploring its banks and shallows. Shallows means an area of the pond which is not deep. And taking off my shoes, I would wade into the muddy water up to my knees. So wade means walking through water. ये मैंने आपको पहले भी बताया था. So narrator started going to the pond alone now and he started exploring the pond and its banks. Banks मतलब pond का किनारा. In fact वो अपने shoes उतार के pond के अंदर walk करता था. One day when I reached the pond, I found it occupied by buffaloes. So there were buffaloes in the pond. Their owner, a boy a little older than me, was swimming about in the middle of the pond. So हम अब आगे पढ़ेंगे. ये जो boy है इसका नाम है रामू. He pulled himself upon the back of one of his buffaloes, stretched his body out on the animal's glistening back and started singing to himself. Glistening means shining. So when the narrator reached the pond one day, he saw buffaloes in the pond and Ramu, the owner of the buffaloes, was swimming in the middle of the pond. Then वो जाके buffalo के back पर बैठ गया and he was singing to himself. Singing to himself means वो गाना गुनगुना रहा था. So you can see this picture which is on page 42 of the book in which Ramu is sitting on buffalo's back. When the boy saw me staring at him, staring means घूरना, he smiled. He invited me into the water for a swim. So what did the narrator say? I told him I couldn't swim and he offered to teach me. So now Ramu is offering the narrator that come enter the pond, I'll teach you how to swim. I took the bold step of accepting the boy's offer. He dived off the back of his buffalo, he matlab Ramu, and swam across to me. And I, having removed my shirt and shorts, followed his instructions until I was floundering about among the water lilies. So narrator boldly agrees to take swimming lessons from Ramu and Ramu swim करके narrator के पास पहुंचता है and जैसे जैसे Ramu instructions दे रहा है narrator starts following the instructions until the narrator is floundering about among the water lilies. So floundering means struggling to move. So something like this we can picturize it. His name was Ramu, ये मैंने आपको already बता दिया and he promised to give me swimming lessons every afternoon. So it was during the afternoons, especially summer afternoons when everyone was asleep that we met. Before long. Before long means very soon. I was able to swim across the pond to sit with Ramu astride a contented buffalo. Astride a buffalo means sitting on the buffalo with leg on each side. So narrator had learned how to swim, तो वो swim करके रामू तक पहुंच जाता था and buffalo पर जाकर बैठ जाता था. Contented means feeling or expressing happiness or satisfaction. So the buffalo is very happy, very satisfied having their afternoon dip. Standing like an island in the middle of a muddy ocean. So the buffalo is standing in a pond as if there is an island in the middle of an ocean. Sometimes we would try racing the buffaloes, Ramu and I sitting on different beasts. So कभी कभी narrator and Ramu buffaloes पर बैठ जाते थे and they used to race the buffaloes. So यहाँ जो beasts word use किया गया है वो buffaloes के लिए use किया गया है. Ramu had received no schooling, but he was well versed in folklore and knew a great deal about animals. So Ramu was uneducated, he did not know how to read and write. But despite that, he was well versed in folklore. Means that Ramu had great knowledge about traditional stories and beliefs. Many birds are sacred, he told me. So what is the meaning of sacred? Sacred means connected to God. As a blue jay swooped down from the peepal tree and carried off a grasshopper. So what is a blue jay? Blue jay is a kind of bird. ये blue color की होती है. It swooped down from the peepal tree. So what is the meaning of swooped? Swooped down means quickly moved downward to attack. So why did the blue jay swoop down? To catch a grasshopper. Ramu said that both the blue jay and the god Shiva were called Neelkant. Shiva had a blue throat like the bird. So which bird is being referred to? Blue jay. Now Shiva had a blue throat. आपने शायद देखा भी होगा कि शिव जी का जो throat है that is blue in color. Why? Because out of compassion for the human race. So what is the meaning of compassion? Compassion means a feeling of pity, sympathy, मतलब तरस आना, and understanding for someone who is suffering. Because out of compassion for the human race, he had swallowed a deadly poison which was meant to destroy the world. तो शिव जी ने एक बहुत ही deadly poison था उसको swallow कर लिया. ये जो poison था ये इतना deadly था कि पूरा वर्ल्ड डिस्ट्रॉय हो जाता है, ह्यूमन रेस वाइप आउट हो जाती. तो शिव जी ने आउट ऑफ कंपैशन फॉर ह्यूमन रेस, मतलब कि ह्यूमंस फिनिश ना हो एंड लाइफ कंटिन्यूज ऑन अर्थ, ही swallowed that poison and he kept it in his throat. Keeping the poison in his throat, he had not let it go further. So you can see this picture on your screen in which God Shiva is swallowing the deadly poison. ये आपके एग्जाम में भी क्वेश्चन आ सकता है that according to Ramu, why is God Shiva called Neelkant? So I'll take up this question when we do the question answers. So now the narrator is very curious to know about other animals also. So what is he asking Ramu? Are squirrels sacred? I asked. Sacred means connected to God. हमने किया था. The God Krishna loved them, said Ramu. He would take them in his arms and stroke them with his long fingers. That is why they have 4 dark lines down their backs from head to tail. The dark lines are the marks of Krishna's fingers. So आपने नोटिस किया होगा कि स्क्विरल के बैक पे डार्क लाइंस होती है. सो अकॉर्डिंग टू रामू, हाउ डिड स्क्विरल्स गेट लाइंस ऑन देयर बैक्स? सो ये एग्जाम में भी क्वेश्चन आ सकता है. दिस इज क्वेश्चन नंबर 3 ऑफ द बुक एक्सरसाइज ऑल्सो. सो व्हाट रामू इज सेइंग दैट गॉड कृष्णा लव्ड स्क्विरल्स अ लॉट. सो वो जब भी स्क्विरल्स को अपनी गोद में लेते थे, अपने आर्म्स में लेते थे और उन पर प्यार से अपना हाथ फेरते थे, तो स्क्विरल्स के बैक पर ये जो लाइन्स हैं ये लॉर्ड कृष्णा के उंगलियों के निशान हैं. सो नाउ नरेटर इज थिंकिंग, both Ramu and grandfather felt that we should be more gentle with animals. We must acknowledge their rights on the earth, said grandfather. So acknowledge means accept. Everywhere, animals are finding it more difficult to live because we are destroying their forests. They have to keep moving as the trees disappear. So grandfather is saying that animals का भी जीने का अधिकार है. Even they have right on earth just like humans. उनका भी earth पर हक है. Humans क्या कर रहे हैं? They are cutting trees, they are destroying forests. ये forest क्या है? ये habitat है ना animals का. Animals यहीं तो रहते हैं. So animals are becoming homeless. Ramu and I spent many long summer afternoons at the pond. We never saw each other again after I left my grandparents' house. Now why so? Because Ramu could not read and write. हमने पढ़ा था that he was uneducated. So we were unable to keep in touch. No one knew of our friendship. So Ramu and narrator की दोस्ती के बारे में कोई नहीं जानता था. Only the buffaloes and the frogs were our confidants. So confidants mean जिनसे आप कोई secret share करते हो अपना. So our confidants, those with whom our secrets were shared. किनको confidants बोला क्या है? Buffaloes and frogs को. They had accepted us as part of their own world, their muddy but comfortable pond. So the narrator concludes the story by saying that buffaloes and frogs ने Ramu and मुझे accept कर लिया था as a part of their world. They knew that we meant no harm to them, so they shared their pond with us. And that's it. I hope आपको chapter अच्छे से समझ में आ गया. If you have any doubt, please post in the comment box and I'll revert at the earliest. Thanks for watching.